So I had this guy that messaged me on Instagram and said, my life is so bad compared to yours. I don't have the opportunity that you had, right? Like, yeah, I'm from Nigeria and my rent is due. And I look on his Instagram and he had luxurious fucking lifestyle. Pictures with him going in vacation and shit like that with like expensive clothes. I'm like, do you have a job? I didn't have, but it's hard to find a job. No, it's not hard to find a job. You can find a shittiest job, but you don't accept that job, right? You have high standards when you are poor. You should not have standards when you are poor. You should just fucking work and get your money. Of course, you cannot work at McDonald's and become a millionaire, but you can work at McDonald's, then find another job, then get enough money so you can live by yourself or with your parents, depending on your situation, and then find ways to get more money and more money and more money. It's not that you have to become rich, but you have to be able to sustain yourself, right? And I was angry at him, and right now I want to speak louder, but my parents are sleeping. I wanted to fucking scream at that guy if he was in my face. And I almost I don't think I almost, but I swear to him, I said, instead of crying in your room, because he said that he was crying in his room because he felt bad for himself, right? Stop fucking masturbating in your room crying. Delete social media. Stop arguing with strangers. He argue with me about his life, right? And go do something with your fucking life. Yeah, but it's hard to work in Nigeria. Move out of fucking Nigeria. You know English. You have a smartphone. Yeah, but my smartphone is bad. It's overheating. Bro, like every time you bring a solution to these people find a new problem, and that's their problem. I'll give you a quick story. I don't want to say like my entire life story, right? And because it's not, again, not that important, not that deep, I guess. But I'll say to you this: of course, you have your subjective problems, right? They may be bigger or smaller, but the biggest thing is how you see them, because you can have big problems and you can like see them, okay, I'll resolve them, and that's all. You can have a small thing and you can cry about it and feel it like it's 1,000 times worse, right? For example, I have a like normal household, right? Okay, my parents are fighting this and that. I can understand that. In Romania, this is like common, so unfortunately, it's nothing I can really do about it. But guess what? I found a solution. But at the time, I didn't think I could do something about it, so I just play video games. Yeah, I was trying to become professional, but I was just playing video games, not wanting to hear my parents, and I was staying up till late and waking up again late. I was sleeping at 4 to 6 a.m. in the morning and waking up at 2, 3, 4 p.m. because I didn't want to talk to them, and I went outside when I couldn't play on my computer and play video games through the night because I didn't want to be around them, because I fucking hated them, right? And I was bullied at school. I wasn't beaten, I wasn't fucking um, I don't know, embarrassed. I was pretty embarrassed, but not like very greatly, right? I wasn't fucking, my hair wasn't shaved, sort of, or I wasn't beaten, like something really bad. But the level of embarrassment that I felt was enough for me to say, like, fuck this. I hate all of these people. I want to kill all of these people. And if my life doesn't become better, I will kill all of the people that made me bad, because this is what they deserve. Because they're miserable people. And I'm not here the good guy. I'm more miserable than them. It's not that I will show them. No. They will pay the fucking price, because this is what they deserve. They did me bad for nothing. I never did something to them. They deserve this. And I was thinking this way for, I think, 3-4 years. And I still have this. It's not like I'm now completely cured and I'm a normal guy who is happy and shit like that, right? Of course, I have my, as you can see, I'm a very, very emotional guy, right? it is saying that women are more emotional than men. I don't think women are more emotional than men. I think men are have more emotions. So let me rephrase this. Men have more emotions than females. This is false that females have more emotions than men, and they are like, no, this is fucking bullshit. Because when you are female, you yap a lot. You just talk, 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 and sleep. But there are men who are willing to go to prison for 30 years just for a guy who disrespect them in a fucking, like at a rest stop, like in fucking traffic. So that's fucking crazy, right? That's fucking crazy. And I went on a shit tangent, but how I changed my life around, or at least how I'm trying to change my life around. Well, I couldn't play video games anymore because I couldn't become professional. I wasn't mentally capable. I'm pretty dumb, right? I don't have great memory like my mom. I don't have like the experience like my dad in any field. I am like fucking dumb. I'm dumb. I cannot uh, retain any information. I have to go over things like 10 times, and even then I cannot do it properly, and I have to do it so many fucking times. It becomes like an obsession, and after it becomes an obsession, maybe then I can be average, right? This is like with everything in life. Imagine for so many fucking years, like for 4 years of training with a husband, and I still look like I don't look average. I look better than average, but I don't care because the average is so low, right? But I look so shit compared to how I'm thinking I want to look or how I will look. I'm like, again, belittled and demasculated as a guy. So because I didn't feel like, I was demasculated by everyone, but for not a good reason, right? Okay, I can understand that I'm ugly. I don't have a fucking jawline, right? I look like shit. Maybe I don't know how to talk very well, but I'm a good person. I don't do like bad stuff, right? But guess what? The more you look into the void, the more you'll be attracted to this void, and you'll become, right? The more you hate monsters and you think about them, you are going to become that monster. So I hated like this thing of becoming cool, but I became very cool, and it's not like I'm trying to be cool, but I could care less about people. I could care, and how this all started, I could care less about my life. I could care less about everyone's life. Yeah, of course, I have these fucking emotions that I can right now die for a fucking bullshit, and then I cannot care for anything, right? You can say I'm bipolar. So, but yeah, so my life changed when I've actually did something, when I did go to work, when I tried to pay my I help a guy, then I got in debt so I can help him, and I try to pay back my own debt, and I try to help him, and work. Oh, I injure my knee. How to heal my knee? Okay, I heal my knee. I injure my elbow. I heal my elbow. How to not injure my fucking body? Okay, I gain fat. How to not gain this much fat? Okay, I make this improvement. How can I make it faster? Okay, how healthy can I be, and so on. So I solve problems and I identify solutions as fast as possible with everything. It doesn't matter. I could tell you about fitness, and yeah, fitness is a very big part of my life. I could tell you about like fucking illegal stuff that I did, like normal work that I did. It doesn't matter. I identify problems and I try to find solutions, and I try to execute as hard as possible. And this led me into a thing that I cannot wait for stuff. I cannot be patient because of it, right? I can still be patient, but I don't want to be, uh, I don't want to say this kind of attitude, but I have like a thing like, if it's not instant, it's bad. Like, and I talk very bad to people, and I don't like that, because sometimes I talk bad to my parents because they made me like wait for shit that doesn't have to be waited for, right? Because this is the only way I I know how to fix my life, and I did it, right? I'm not that weak guy. I wasn't bad. I wasn't bad at all. I was better before as a human being. right now I'm more colder, right? I don't really give a fuck about people. I want to like get my money right so I can help my parents, so I can help myself, not fucking going to a shit job because that shit job will destroy myself. But I don't really feel sorry for myself. I talk bad. I talk down on myself. I never went like, yeah, this poor rubbish. I can't. I did that, and I always like, I, I don't. I feel bad that I feel bad about myself, and I'm just angry about it. I'm just fucking angry, and I got like all of these fucking emotions that like, I cannot feel bad about myself. When I feel bad about myself, and I do, I just get fucking angry. And after that, guess what? When you feel bad about yourself because you didn't took action. Because when you are in emotion, you cannot feel depressed. If you are constantly doing things and improving, you cannot feel depressed. When I started going to the gym and was making PRs over and over and over and over and over again, I couldn't give a fuck about outside life because I was making progress in one aspect of my life every fucking single day, so I couldn't give a fuck. But when progress is slowing down or when failures start coming up, that's when I fucking feel like shit, but I still apply myself to it, right? And right now in the gym I make slower progress than ever because I've been training for 4 years correctly. But I still do. Now I try to fucking have a coaching business and a YouTube channel and all this fucking shit, right? And I don't know anything. I hired a coach, right? But I don't know anything about this stuff. I always think about what I'm doing. I'm like, what the fuck I talk on fucking YouTube? Nobody's watching my fucking videos. Right now I'm hating myself. I can say like, what the fuck is this? I have a narrow clavicle, right? And I look like my head is fucking big and my shoulders look fucking small. So I have to stay back so I can look normal. And I'm not making money right now. So I'm feeling like shit because if I don't make money, I will work for the rest of my life, and working for the rest of my life by being emasculated at a job will suck. And if I stand up for myself, I will get kicked out of that job and I have to move abroad. And if I move abroad, I will not see my parents live and so on. And so much fucking stuff, right? And with, again, maybe I'm not in a bad situation, but I think I'm for sure in a bad mental state, right? And it doesn't help, but I don't cry about it. I'm trying I will say, this is the thing. I want to try my best, but I'm not trying my best. That's the thing. That's why I'm uh, angry about myself. I'm not doing my actual best. I'm not trying my best, and I hate when I miss an hour of this, of that, and canceling stuff and missing stuff and doing all this stuff. And I promise myself things, and I go back on my word. Even small things, even fucking small things. It fucks me up, right? And all I can say is that feeling bad for myself, if you feel bad for yourself, nothing will change. You should do more action, and this is how you will change. But I guess take this with a grain of salt because I became the way I am by doing all of this. So I don't know if you can take something from this video because I'm not the result that you probably want to be, right? Yeah, I'm not jacked. I have some muscle. I have some strength, but it's, nothing about me is impressive. Not the way I talk, the way I look, like face wise, physique wise, leanness wise, strength wise, knowledge wise, IQ wise. Nothing about my life is special. Nothing about anything is fucking special. Yeah, it's special compared to the people around me, but the people around me are shit, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. So I want to give you, if anybody watches the fucking video, which I doubt, right? I want to give you an advice, but okay, the advice that I can give you is that you should not go back on your words, at least if you like made good statements. For example, like if you say, I am going to become healthy until then, I'm going to lose this amount of fat until then, I'm going to wake up early, I'm going to sleep earlier, I'm going to get 2 jobs, I'm going to do this by this. Don't go back on your words, because you're going to disrespect yourself 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, and that will continue. And it will continue in a spiral so bad that you cannot fucking escape it. And you are not going to trust yourself anymore. And then you are going to feel sorry for yourself. So, this is my advice. If you can do, if you can implement stuff, implement solution with action, if you can do something instantly that some people do, I fuck this shit up. I cannot even fucking think at this hour. Or it be throughout the day. I can't. I will stop this video right now, because I just fucking cannot say anything. But I will say I hope you get something out of this video, but I'll just post it anyway. So I guess, I mean, I am crazy. I don't know. Or maybe I'm just corny.